ByteDance, which is the parent company of TikTok, its most recent valuation exceeds $300 billion. This is a $14 billion deal for the U.S. division of TikTok. What do you think?
It's pretty shocking. I mean, if you just want to kind of take a look, 5 years ago, the president signed an executive order to ban TikTok. And so here we are 5 years later, and you would think that this is a company that would be worth a whole heck of a lot more. They probably have 4 or 5 times the revenue that Snap does. That's here in the United States. Snap has a $15 billion enterprise value. I mean, just think of that. So there's no shortage of folks that would outbid 14. There's probably a $40 billion bid out there for this thing. So I'd be really shocked if it gets done like this, because if you just think about the Chinese and ByteDance, I mean, they have no obligation to sell this thing. They can get banned, but I mean, there is a bid much higher than $14 billion for this thing.
That's fair. And I would just argue we don't really know who still then owns the algorithm. And we know that there's rules around how the algorithm is handled, how essentially Oracle is going to manage a firewall and all that stuff. But one could make an argument that the real value of this company is in the algorithm. And so if you don't own the algorithm, but take it back to the players involved. There's no question that Oracle is to me, in the catbird seat. And there's a reason why this deal makes sense for Oracle, not just because they seem to be part of the inner circle, but if you remember, this TikTok was really their first major customer in terms of their cloud services. I mean, they were the dominant, nascent, early customer, very lucrative, a lot of services attached to it. And this is a big, big deal for Oracle, even independent of call it the relationship that Larry Ellison has with the White House. So I think right now this is very Oracle friendly. But as we all have said, this satisfies U.S. deals and dynamics. It does not necessarily indicate that the Chinese or that ByteDance is here.
Right, or the Chinese has blessed this deal.
No,
Now, a lot of things are sort of unknown, and I think the point on the algorithm is a very good one, because supposedly ByteDance will lease U.S. TikTok the algorithm. It will then
It'll copy it,
retrain it. But who knows what that is going to be worth, if it's going to be as effective as the old algorithm. And so therefore, maybe there should be a degraded valuation for this asset.
Yeah, and then when you look at it, what do you do with Snap and what do you do with Meta? I think you buy Snap off of this. You buy, to Tim's point, Oracle off of this. I'm not sure if the negativity, that if you look at Snap is down 23% for year to date. They're used, like kids use these for 2 different things. TikTok is scrolling. Snap is snapping. So you're literally sending messages you're literally sending messages to someone.
Snapping.
Yeah, so you're snapping to somebody. But I think there's 2 different use cases, and it's been slammed by eyeballs viewing. But I think there's enough eyeballs for Snap to where the stock is, even though it's off the lows recently, to actually rally further from here.
I mean, in terms of the valuation, is there anything written today? It's just not what I do about what this prospectively is worth if $14 billion is light. I mean, just to put it in context, I mean, Ralph Lauren is $18 billion. They sell socks. And Williams-Sonoma is $24 billion, and they sell blenders and egg beaters and mixing bowls. Surely the 14 is a fake number.
I don't think we've ever talked about egg beaters ever on Fast
Someone's got to do it first. But what you guys study this stuff, right? And there must be sell-siders who have put out, what is TikTok worth? If it's not worth 14, it's got to be worth a lot more, no?
One would think so.
One would think.
One would think so, in terms of the reach that it has, the influence in the public sphere, all the millionaires that TikTok has spawned in terms of influencers.
So then where's was there anything about where the 14 came from, or is that just an arbitrary?
Twitter,
came from J.D. Vance.
I think Elon raised money in Twitter at like 80 billion or something like that. And if you think of the revenue base, they have, again, a much lower revenue base based on advertising. TikTok is obviously the thing. There's no shortage of, there's advertising revenue, there's e-commerce revenue, there's, this is the platform where creators want to go. And I'll just say,